Welcome to another 5 at 5, and in all honesty, I should have 5 goals to talk about on this occasion. It became a lot nervier than I was hoping for, but we got those very important 3 points. So let's get into my 5 things. Number 1, where else can I start other than here? Look, I personally love that song and I think it sounds great, and in the future it's going to sound even more incredible. But you know what the interesting thing is, right? Anytime something gets suggested at Arsenal, whether it's a bad thing like a planned protest or a good thing like this or a banner for a player, Arsenal fans never ever agree. You always get one side that are very vocal that don't like it, and the other side that are equally as vocal that do like it. But the one thing you can be sure of is that Arsenal fans don't agree. So it's interesting to me because for the first time in a long time, I feel like actually everyone seems to be kind of behind this one. You know, obviously there's a few exceptions, but on the whole, it's really positive. In fact, look, just to let me see that, if you do like the song, drop a like on this video. There's your prompt to do that for me. And put it in the comments if you don't like it, because I'm curious as to why people don't like it. For me, I think it sounds incredible. And you have to remember, this is the first time ever that it's been sung on the terraces, and it sounded all right. Can you imagine once it's become something that fans are used to, everyone knows the words, then it will just sound incredible. It really will be spine tingling. And also one thing you have to remember as well, often when it comes to plans that are formed online, you realise when you get to the ground on that day that not everyone's on Twitter. Twitter maybe is a bit of a younger crowd. When you get to the stadium, there's a lot of older fans that aren't on social media, aren't on Twitter, and maybe aren't as aware of these things as people online are. So you get a lot of talk online doesn't always translate to action in the stadium. So eventually, I think everyone online knows about it, but eventually everyone in the stadium will know about it. And you can imagine if this was the first time we're doing it, how good it's going to sound when it's the 100th time we're doing it on those big European nights under the floodlights. This has got legs. Put it in the comments below if you don't like it, or even if you do like it, let me know how you feel about it. I personally love it. I'm a big fan. Number 2, Tomyasu is a terror. And let me explain what I mean. Listen, not only was he absolutely incredible in the game yesterday, I felt like with Tierney not playing and Cedric going on the other side, Tomiyasu had a bit more freedom to be not the inverted player, but to kind of get forward a little bit more. I thought he was brilliant. One stat that really spoke to me was his final third passes. Now, this isn't the sort of backward, sideways, easy pass you're doing close to your own goal. These are the final third passes, 100%. 40 out of 40. On the ball, clearly very good. Off the ball, not only is he a very switched on defender, and let me know if you agree with this in the comments, in my opinion, maybe our best defender at the club. Let me know if you think there's someone that's actually a better defender than him. But I think just in terms of the art of defending, he's always switched on. He's always sort of on the ball and checking on his player. He gets his distances right. He gets his approach right. Doesn't overcommit, doesn't undercommit. I think he's a really good defender. And then not only that, when I say he's an absolute terror, I'll share a video as well. But one thing to note, when Luke Ayling went in on Martinelli and went studs up, the first player who was on at the ref, not just sort of waiting for the ref to make his own mind up, but putting that pressure on, practicing those dark arts, was Takehiro Tomiyasu. And then after that, I was watching him at corners. And this is just one example. He was doing this all game. What a signing he's been, what an important player he's been. When we play out from the back, he's comfortable, and when we need to go long, he's the guy who aerially is probably the best person to target. A really important player, and hopefully next season will be a real injury-free one for him. Number 3, and listen, it's that commentator's curse, right? Because last week I was talking about Nicolas Jover, and I was giving him his praise, I was giving him his flowers, and I was saying that, look, you know, we've conceded maybe 1 goal from a corner or none. I don't even know. Different places where you look at the stats say different things. This week, unfortunately, we have definitely conceded from a corner. Leeds with their near post corner flicked on to the far post. I mean, the marking was awful. It set up an unbelievably stressful end to the game. But on the season as a whole, Nicolas Jover has done an incredible job. And when you look at Leicester and their struggles from set pieces, Brendan Rodgers going on record, sort of talking to the press, talking about they've tried everything, it makes you think Nicolas Jover could be getting some serious offers. If I was in the Leicester hierarchy, I'd be looking at Arsenal, looking at how we set up from corners, and if I can't replicate it, I'd be paying Nicolas Jover double to come and sort that out for us. So let's give him that credit once again for a brilliant job done this season in terms of Arsenal defending from set pieces. Number 4, I just spoke about how the Leeds goal created a bit of a nervous end to the game for Arsenal, but all of those nerves could have been nipped in the bud in this moment. Look, it's one of those images that you look at where you say, what happened next? When you know the context that Pepe is the furthest player forward out of the 21 at that point men on the pitch, you think to yourself, surely he's got to do something here. And for context, yes, it was Dan James, probably the quickest player on the pitch, that was there to challenge him. But ultimately, look, am I wrong in thinking that Pepe should have done better here? I don't know why he's tried to cut back inside. I know you're a left-footed player, but surely you can knock that out of your stride and run onto it, or even just go hit it first time. I mean, he did not do well enough there, trying to cut inside onto his left foot and then ultimately losing the ball. I found that very, very frustrating. You need to be less reliant on your left foot. And also what a lot of people, I mean, everyone noticed what Pepe did there and a lot of people were groaning and complaining. Not many people gave Elneny credit for his tackle. Watch that back. Elneny gets his timing perfect in going for that tackle, gets his execution perfect, and he actually creates the chance for Pepe there from that fantastic tackle. Elneny has been brilliant. I cannot believe that there has not been a new contract offered to him just yet. And on the flip side, Pepe, well, it looks like as much as people are now coming to realise that Elneny is a hugely important part of the squad for next season, and we're not going to find a player that can do the job for less money than what it will cost us to retain Elneny services, the opposite could be said for Pepe. Where do you see Pepe and where do you see Elneny next season? What do you want the club to do with both of those people? Put it in the comments below. Number 5, 1 game away. That's all. We are 1 game away from getting back into the Champions League. The last time we were in the Champions League, 6 seasons ago. If we qualify, obviously we're in next season, 22-23, but we were last in it in 16-17. Can you believe that? It's been ages. So whichever manager did that job to bring us back into that Champions League without all the riches and the ability to invest in the team with Champions League money, that manager deserves credit. And that manager is Mikel Arteta. He deserves credit for that. But it all comes down to this 1 game against Tottenham now, because that could really derail our season or absolutely make our season in brilliant circumstances if we can go and win. I want you guys to let me know what your thoughts are, whether you're confident, what you think the score will be. Every single one of you watching this video, do me a favour right now. Make sure you've hit that like button, make sure you've subscribed, and put your Arsenal-Tottenham prediction in the comments below. I am feeling nervous about this game. I feel like with Tottenham, it's very clear what they need to do. They only need to have one plan. That's to win the game. With Arsenal, it's slightly more confusing. We know that we don't need to win. We know that if we qualify, if we win, we will qualify. Equally, a draw is a good result for us. It's a bad result for Tottenham. But even if we lose, all we need to do is win our next 2 games, which again, even they don't look that easy right now. But I feel like for Arsenal, it's a lot more difficult to plan what your strategy is going to be. For Tottenham, it's really, really simple. Them also being the home team, coming off a really good performance against Liverpool. Arsenal, a bit of a nervy performance against Leeds. It's looking really, really tough. I'm really, really nervous. So let me know your comments below. Put your predictions in. Fingers crossed we do it and we have a glorious end to the season with St Totteringham's Day at the venue itself. And listen, the one thing I would say about this, Champions League and finishing fourth is not the destination. It's not something to celebrate. It will be lovely, it will be glorious to do it at the expense of our rivals, at the expense of Tottenham, but this is not what Arsenal are about in terms of ambition. This is just helping us. This is a stepping stone to get to that place. Winning Premier Leagues, winning one day, hopefully, the Champions League. So, always a reminder, this is not what we're celebrating, but people that understand football know how important it is to get on that top table and start reinvesting the money you make from that into your playing squad. Thanks for watching as usual. Hopefully the next 5 at 5 I do will be after a victory at Tottenham. As ever, please do subscribe. I'll catch you next time.